little pressure. Your potential colon being bunged up.
It's very tender there.
Very tender. This is an area that's often ignored and avoided, and yet also contains so much healing potential. Past the lumbar, thoracic, holding it to the lungs. That point of the lapis lazuli. So just coming to the ear. Letting go. And again. I'm just going to hold some Reiki over the ears. So we've got August with us today, having a beautiful ear inspection therapy. Welcome, August. How are you feeling?
Yeah, okay, a little bit bunged up, but
Yeah.
okay. Yeah.
Why are you bunged up?
Probably just a cold or just a reaction to air conditioning.
Okay, well, I'm glad you've come today because we'll sort that out for you.
Okay,
All right,
perfect.
you'll feel
Thank you.
better at the end.
Thank you.
So first of all, I just want to have a look at your ears. Looking at the reflex points of the ears to tell me more about the body. So I'm just going to be applying a little pressure. Tell me if it's too much. So this is all around the spine, down to the head. This is actually the eye where we have our piercing, and our tongue just above. And then the knees are bent up like an upside down fetus. And this area is to do with the tonsils and the lungs. So I'm just having a look at this area because of your potential colon being bunged up.
It's very tender there.
Very tender. Okay, is it too much?
No, it's not too much.
Okay, so actually simply by pressing the acupressure pointer into these zones, this will stimulate the reflex point and then help clear that congestion and stagnation within you.
Okay.
So I'm just having a little feel. And as therapists, we tend to know where the congestion is because we can feel that solidity, lack of give underneath the pointer, but also it'll be a little bit more sensitive for you. And then just coming around the very front here and over the helix. Up the upper back to the head. Sorry.
It's okay. The whole area is fairly tender.
Okay, right, bless you. Okay, so the ear has gone a little rosy, understandably, because I'm messing around with it. And the lobe, which is the head, and the ear piercing, where the eye is the most rosy at the moment. But the area that I really want to concentrate on is for the sinus and the lungs and the mouth here.
Okay.
So I will be putting on some acupressure pointers, some seeds here. But before I do that, I just want to treat the ear with some stones and some rollers in order to prepare the area for having a seed placed, and then this seed will just sit there for you.
Okay.
And once I've done that, I'm going to give you a little sinus drain massage to the face to help clear to the ears so that you can get rid and feel better.
Perfect, thank you.
So first of all, a little amethyst roller all around the spine. If you like, in a effleurage pattern around the helix, the lower back, up the upper back, more soothing. So amethyst has the beautiful power that resonates within the stone and out of love and healing. And I do want to come around the back of the ear as well. This is an area that's often ignored and avoided, and yet also contains so much healing potential around the back of the ear and underneath. Quite a key point for the lymph and the glands, of course. Just rolling that down and then down the neck. Then I'm going to do the same with the rose quartz roller, just using the smaller end of the roller around the lower back, into the pelvis, past the lumbar, thoracic, and then into the neck and the head, cooling and calming. And of course, rose quartz has the beautiful energy of love, passion. So love for ourselves, love for our friends and family, and sending it out to the world. And of course we can send love to particular places within us, like our sinuses and our lungs. They all need to feel that we are looking after them, caring for them, and some compassion. Does that feel okay? Yeah, I can feel the energy is changing. It's becoming so much calmer. And now the green jade, starting at the sacrum, coming around the lower back, travelling up to the head and around, soothing, relaxing, very cooling, and then up the front of the ear, and then as much as possible just very gently inside. And round the back. To use my smoky quartz crystal, this wand, in order to send away any negative energy and just scooping it up from inside the ear, getting rid of that congestion. Coming down inside the ears, very cooling and calming, to the point of the lungs, the sinuses, the tongue and mouth, and down to the eye. And our eyes can feel quite congested and sore when we have a cold, so just soothing and calming those eyes. Just holding the point of the wand here for a moment. Clearing congestion away. Do you need to blow your nose?
No, it's actually quite clear.
Oh, it is helping. And then going to use a lapis lazuli, beautiful stone, most gorgeous mid-blue colour, and it has this natural point within it. So I'm going to be pointing that very gently over that congested area of the lung. So the lapis lazuli has the effect of helping us mentally, so helping us in our forehead centre, our ajna, in any congestion within the head, fogginess, so it really helps to think clearly, clear the brain, clear the sinuses behind the forehead. Just holding it there for a moment. Feeling the energy coming in. Beautiful lapis lazuli energy. But also feeling the congestion leaving. Feeling the nose and sinuses are getting clearer and lighter. A wonderful feeling of being cared for, nurtured and loved. Everything's okay. Everything's okay. Everything's okay. You're right. Yeah. So now I'm going to use this novasonic, which is very gentle. It works at an intracellular level, so that's why it's very gentle, because it goes down a very minute vibration. This lovely smooth end here, I'm just going to hold it to different parts of your ear, but do tell me if anything is too sore or painful and uncomfortable.
Okay.
I'm going to try it on one level and then a second level.
Okay.
So this is how it feels. Okay. Is that okay?
Mm-hmm.
quite strong, isn't it? It's not too much?
No, it's okay.
So that's like a massage all the way up the spine from the lower back. And now I'm going to try the second level, which funnily enough can often feel better. So as you can hear, it's sort of a deeper sound. Does that feel okay? A bit better than the first one?
Yeah.
Okay, so just holding it to the head. And now I'm going to bring it round to the front here. Is that alright?
Yeah.
That making you feel a bit strange?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, let's come off there. I thought it might, I just wanted to check. Because this is your sinuses here.
Yeah.
Lovely. I'm going to put an ear seed to the inside, to the place that I think will help you today. And you can leave it in as long as it stays. It'll come out of its own accord at some point. You might even not know it's gone.
Okay.
And then I'm going to give you a nice facial massage to clear the sinuses.
Thank you.
Okay. And I'm just going to press it in with my little finger. Does that feel okay? There we are. Okay, so I'm going to come round to the other ear. Okay, coming round to this ear. Okay, so just bringing the point around to the right ear, starting at the lower back, just gently feeling into all the reflex points of the ear and how that relates to the body, past the thoracic, up to the neck, and as gently as I can to the head. Okay. And then on the cartilage, yeah, a bit sore there. Okay, these are the congested areas. It's so interesting. It always marries up to how you're feeling and what part of the body is congested on the ear. So this area here is all to do with the head, sinuses. The lungs are just in here. That bit sore there?
No.
Not good. Interesting. So maybe it is your left lung and your left side that's more congested than your right?
Yeah, it is. This nostril's still plugged.
Right, okay.
That was sensitive, that last one.
Okay, okay. So that's more into the throat. And then coming up into the organs of the body. Yeah, okay. Got a little bit of sensitivity there. Just coming around the front. You okay?
Mm-hmm.
This is the brain here. Lovely. Okay, so we know where needs treating. I'm now going to use those rollers. I've got the amethyst roller here to cool any areas that were sore during that test. So round the lower back to the head. The ear has gone a little rosy and that will calm down now. Nice and cool. Down the front and then inside the helix, inside the upper ear, supporting the back of the ear with my other hand in order to massage and effleurage that part of the body, the organs, the kidneys. Of course, kidneys are all about filtration, so they help us get rid of coughs and colds when we drink our water and our vitamin C. And to the rose quartz. Oh, it's so lovely. I feel like I know them so well and they are my friends helping me treat you. The energy that they provide is just so tranquil, relaxing. Just this serene love, healing and passion. I'm going to come around the back of the ear. And now with the green jade, up the back by coming down the ear. One long effleurage and gently back up. And then soothing over the head area. And sinuses, the eyes. And then round the back of the ear. Amazing. That feels lovely. The green jade will help you. And then coming to the smoky quartz. Round the outside of the ear to the head and down. inside, tucking under the helix, cooling this area. Down that channel to the head, to the eye. And then very gently, more in the inner ear, coming to the lower organs, and kidneys and stomach, and then the lungs, esophagus, trachea. So just holding that nice and softly, channeling any impurities, waste products and negative energies out of the body and away to go down into this Mother Earth, recycled, to come back as good energy. Just take a few deeper breaths. And then putting in some goodness with some lapis lazuli crystal, starting with the flat side up over the spine and down to the head, instilling some clarity, some lightness and some space. So there is no congestion, there is simply spaciousness. From the head all the way down to the lower back, down the limbs, the whole body is feeling nurtured and cared for. Holding it to the lungs, that point of the lapis lazuli. Okay, so just holding that lapis lazuli on the lung, the right lung, helping it clear and helping it to help the left lung. So both lungs are operating fully and clearly. Wonderful. Just coming back to the novasonic, going to start on the first level. Okay. the second level. Just coming round to the seed we'll put on the lung again on your right side. So just coming to the ear. Holding it in place. And I'm just going to apply a little pressure with my little finger. Is that okay? Mm. Okay, perfect. They're in the right place. So just going to come to a little sinus drain massage to the face. Finger pads to the sinuses. Just putting my shoulder to the back of the head to be able to apply a little bit of pressure to each of those finger pads, holding into the occipital line, the midline, up over the frontal bone, warming and clearing. Powerful energy that is there to be tapped into whenever we want it. The zone of our ajna, the third eye chakra, also the zone of many other chakras that help us find ourselves, find that stillness and spaciousness. Go of a little pressure, widening contact, and a little more pressure, pressing the head just gently into my shoulder. Letting go. And again, working from the inside out in order to clear the head, to the sinuses under the eyes using just little finger and ring finger, the smallest of the finger pads under the eyes, pressing gently but also away, supporting the head at the same time. Visualize clearness, clarity, lightness, and then slightly lower down. And then clearing all the way to the ears, and then to the sinus that is actually under the mouth and lips, starting at the midpoint. Feel that going myself. In my face, I can feel my face clearing at the same points. Amazing. Wow. And into the TMJ, just under the cheekbone, zygomatic. Clearing. Just gonna get something. Okay. Okay, so I'm just going to put a tissue here with eucalyptus that you will inhale when you're sitting there. There's lots of beautiful eucalyptus smithii, my favourite eucalyptus essential oil. And now, if it's okay with you, August, I'm going to use these tiny little facial cups. They feel really beautiful to the skin. beautiful planet. Living, breathing, made of flesh and bone. Back in the room, back in your body. And taking a nice long breath. And then starting to send your breath down to your fingers and your toes, feeling the energy travelling from your lungs as you continue with the deep breathing, down to your fingers and toes and stretching them out, stretching and widening through the palms and the fingers. And then circling through the shoulders. And then if you feel like it, bringing your arms up over your head for a whole body stretch. Okay. And opening your eyes when you're ready.
You're like a magician.
Do you want to take a glass of water?
You're so good.
Thank you.
So good.
Oh wow. Thank you.
No one can. You literally every time we do something together, I fall asleep.
Oh yeah, you did.
I'm so deeply relaxed. I was like, in a dream-like state. Like I was awake, but I was dreaming.
Yeah.
It was really weird.
Somatic, yeah.
So strange. I was having really weird, surreal dreams.
Oh, okay. But you knew you were awake.
Yeah.
Wild.
If I become a millionaire, I'm going to hire you as like my personal full-time
Amazing.
therapist.
You need to live close.
Yeah, no, I probably won't become a millionaire, but that was just, you're so good.
Oh, bless you.
I think I feel really safe in your
Yeah.
presence, otherwise I wouldn't be this relaxed.
Yeah. There's no reason to feel unsafe. Yeah, unless you think someone's got another agenda or something.
Yeah.
But there's nothing. There's none of that with me.
Your voice as well. I think the last thing I heard was when you were saying the latissimus.
I got it wrong myself. The lapis lazuli.
Oh, that was the last thing I heard. And I was like,
That's ages ago.
I know. No, but that was the last thing I heard before I dropped my head.
Yeah.
And I was saying to myself, I feel like I'm falling asleep. Don't fall asleep. And then I was gone.
Yeah. No, I would definitely go. I'd be gone.
It's
making me sleepy. So we're going to get some air in here.
Thank you very much for having me.
A back, neck, shoulders and scalp massage. I'm going to try and put apart and hold. Another bass note, this is coriander. Hold. Really strong. Knuckling in between the scapula. Lightly down. Around the hips. Soothing, softening, anchoring at the very top of the neck. excited to treat you.
Oh, thank you.
We're having a lovely day of therapy, aren't
Yeah.
we? Yeah. So, I am going to enjoy giving you a back, neck, shoulders and scalp massage with essential oils. I use about 50 essential oils, and I've read your consultation form before you arrived.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking of a few oils. And this morning, when I treated you to core therapy for your channel,
Yeah.
we kinesiology muscle tested quite a few oils, and you were positive for all of them. You know your oils, so maybe that was part of it. You know that they were good, even though you couldn't read which ones they were. So because of that, I've had a little think before you arrive, and I have selected 3
Okay.
that I think would be good for you for this back, neck and shoulders treatment. And we'll see if they're positive or not.
Okay.
You might fail them all. Let's see how we go. It doesn't matter. I can always select some more. So, can you put little finger and thumb together for me?
Yep.
And I'm going to try and pull them apart. Okay? So if this is strong, this is our baseline. Okay? I'm going to try and pull apart and hold. Really strong. Yeah? In the other hand, can you touch the oil to you? So the oil is touching you. Yeah. I'm going to try and pull and hold. Came apart. Okay, so we're not using rose.
Okay.
Rose Absolute. That's all right. Next one. And hold. Okay, it came apart a tiny bit. So if I'm being picky, I wouldn't use mandarin.
Okay.
I can't believe this. And hold. Really strong. I mean, that was really strong. And that is clove bud. Now, I put a bit of a red herring in there, really. You can relax your hand now, because clove bud, I've hardly ever seen it fail with anyone. Now, you may not like the smell of it because it's a very strong smell. You're probably familiar with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to have it for toothache.
Aha, yes. Commonly used with tooth and gum disease.
Yeah.
But I know that with my kinesiology and my aromatherapy training, it's a big hitter. So whenever there's issues, and we're talking some serious issues as well as just normal life,
Yeah.
clove bud will win. It's just amazing.
Yeah.
And the other 2 oils I had selected, mandarin and rose, are quite light oils. They're airy-fairy, lovely, fruity, flowery, beautiful. They're good for hormonal and refreshing, uplifting.
Yeah.
So I needed something solid underneath it. So that's why I chose the clove. Your body really wants clove, even if it's just 1 drop in the mix. So we're going to choose some different oils now. So I might go down a completely different route. So I'm maybe thinking okay. Yes. I'm not saying what they are quite yet. We'll go through those. Yeah, okay. Right, let's see. So the same hand that was holding them, same hand that we're doing the test on, hold the oil to you. I'm going to pull and hold. The same as the mandarin. So they're going in different areas on the table, and hold. Strong, okay? So, another, that's the one I said yes to. Another bass note, this is coriander.
Okay.
Do you know what coriander is good for?
No, I don't.
Digestive.
Okay.
Coriander seed. So it tends to be all the seeds are very good digestively.
Okay.
Like caraway, sesame,
Yeah.
coriander, aniseed.
Okay.
And hold. I knew that was going to be strong. What's this one? Cypress. Okay, so cypress is really cleansing. I mean, obviously we're used to cypress trees in the UK, but also you often see them in Spain and Portugal. They're really good respiratory, so any breathing difficulties, but also for those of us who breathe shallowly, it helps us to take a deeper breath. That will then help everything. It will help all the organs because they'll get a massage every time you breathe. So we're just going to check another couple and hold. Okay, not really. So that was eucalyptus. One more, two more, and hold.
I really thought I tried to close that one and it still. What was that?
That was frankincense. It's sort of in between, but because I've got a choice, I don't think I'm going to be using it. And hold, really strong. Okay, you've got a theme here. You like bass notes. You know, you like being grounded and rooted. We had a conversation earlier about that, didn't we? And it is a nice feeling to feel grounded and rooted. It's also nice to feel away with the fairies and fruity and floral. But a marriage of the two is our best way forward. So we've got nutmeg, clove, coriander and cypress. Do you have a preference, or shall I use them all, or do you want to smell them?
I'm open to what you think.
Okay.
I'm happy to I especially like nutmeg.
What do you associate nutmeg with?
I actually have a lot of that in my diet, so I have it on a daily basis. I don't know whether it's smoothies, yeah. I don't know. I have it with like banana a lot.
Interesting.
So I'm very much drawn to nutmeg. I don't know why.
Nutmeg's naturally sweet, isn't it? So it goes well with banana. Also, people might associate it because that's the flavour in the white sauce in lasagna.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So, and clove, but only because that's for my body probably a very familiar one. And then those two are the only ones I'm being drawn to, but I am open to what you think.
I think we're going with all four.
Okay,
so I'll put the others back. Now then, one other one I do want to test, but this is a carrier. Can you just hold that for me? Last test, and hold. Shame. Okay, never mind. So it's evening primrose, and evening primrose you may well be aware of because it's really good for balancing hormones.
Okay. So
whether we're going through infertility or after a baby or wanting to balance periods, sort tender breasts and everything around that is really lovely.
Okay.
But I've heard, I don't know if there's any professionals watching that could correct me, that it doesn't work until month 4 of taking it. If you were to take supplements, you need to take quite a high quantity, but then month 4 you really see the benefits.
Okay.
But not that one today, but we will be using my lovely organic sunflower oil with these beautiful essential oils.
Okay.
So if you want to get ready, and I'll mix this up for you.
Okay.
Okay, August, I'm just going to tie your hair up a little. Just take it away from your face, it'll be more comfortable. Beautiful hair. Amazing. Just going to give you a beautiful bun. That feel comfortable?
Yes.
Yeah. Mixed up the oils, warming it in my hands. I'm just going to hold it under the couch so you can smell what I'm working with.
That's lovely.
Good. And now applying the oil. Up to the neck, around the shoulders, down to the hips, strongly over the thoracics, and down the arms. Now that the oil has been applied over the whole back. So August, if you take 3 nice long breaths. Beautiful. Needing a little bit more oil. I think your skin is loving this combination, it's drinking it in. And then knuckling in between the scapula, pressure coming upwards over the shoulders towards the heart. Under the angel wing points and up. Increasing the pressure slightly, working into the trapezius, deltoid, latissimus dorsi, up the erector spinae, and each side of the sternocleidomastoid muscle, soothing, softening, creating a flow. And a reverse effleurage, strongly up, lightly down, an area that can store tension around the waist, just under the kidneys, soothing this gateway between the abdomen and the pelvis, massaging into the iliac crest. It's an area that is feeling a little cool, showing the circulation isn't finding its way down to this area, but a massage will provide that spreading of the blood to create good health and nutrition down in the pelvic girdle. And a few acupressure holds either side of the spine in between each vertebra at the point of each disc, tuning into the energy of today, of the room, of August. And then clearing that channel from T1 in rows of finger pads all the way down to S1 and around. Repeating to the right side. Wonderful energy, that beautiful mix of the energy from therapist to client. Returning to clear the channel, creating a beautiful rosy line, and coming back to that effleurage around the hips, strongly with palms coming up. Pushing the shoulders down. And this time including the lower arm. Squeezing the fascia between the forearms, using thenars and heels of hands. Clearing away tension and any stress. And then an effleurage, petrissage combined around the edge of the scapula and over the top of the scapular flat plate of bone. And then down to iliac crest again, and then over the sacrum. Hands together, separating strongly at the waist and pushing heels of hands to the couch. Clearing toxins at this key lymph node area. Leaving one feel light and free. Then thumbs either side of the spine, double petrissage, moving upwards. And then a two-handed approach in larger circles around the key places of the hips, the thoracics, lumbar, over the scapula. creating some heat and movement, encouraging good flow. With those beautiful essential oils of clove bud, cypress, coriander and nutmeg. And coming to some scissoring over the ribs. Lines of finger pads drawing away from the left spinal channel, clearing between and on the ribs any remnants and waste, any stagnation, down to the armpit and the other lymph nodes. Overlapping hands. Light and fast at first. And slowing down. much tension and have a big job to do, holding the weight of our heads as it twists and turns, talks and eats and breathes. So our neck deserves some good, relaxing attention, stroking the muscles of the trapezius and the sternocleidomastoid to soothe any extra grip that's still gripping, spasm, strain. And then into the corner between the neck and shoulder, bringing the energy across and away from the shoulder point. Really strongly, and then turning up into the neck, all the way to the base of the cranium, the occiput. And then finally some stronger thumbs into that lovely top of trapezius and pushing with stronger acupressure, encouraging the body to release and let go, to take on the healing. And then up the back of the neck into the centre point, the main occiput meridian. On each side. And then into the saddle joint behind the ear, acupressure points. Finishing with a reverse effleurage. Working with eyes closed for most of the treatment creates such a connection, therapist to client, but also one is more aware of the areas of the body that need help and able to direct more attention in a bespoke manner. For August on this day today. I'm going to ask you to turn over, August, onto your back. Smoothing around the beautiful circle of the deltoid tip, clearing any stagnation, congestion around that channel in front of the shoulder point, and then up and over the top and back, anchoring with the thumb and smoothing with a row of knuckles up sternocleidomastoid to the occiput. Strongly down over the soft tissue into any spasm and strain, and stretching across, pushing the shoulder point down and bringing the neck and head over in a lovely stretch and back. Wonderful feeling in this soft tissue area between the shoulder point and the neck, pushing it back and over, rocking that trapezius edge so it bends backwards. Beautiful neck lift. Reaching down each side of the spine as far as possible, and then tilting the head back again to give a neck release like in core therapy, and a little stretch. Repeating. Supporting, anchoring at the very top of the neck, and allowing the head to tilt all the way back. Line of fingers supporting at the junction between the neck and the head. And then a nice stretch. And coming on to the scalp, holding the head behind at the occiput and massaging into the temples. And then to the temples, just in front of the ears, each side of the forehead. And then to the parietals over the top of the head, using flat thumb pads to massage over the sagittal suture in between the parietals. Such a nice place to have massaged, especially with acupressure. And then into the sides of the head with all the finger pads. Feeling that beautiful weight of intention. Intention to transmit healing, infuse relaxation, and bring a beautiful, grounded, settled feeling to the whole body, mind, and soul. Now some combing with very gentle nail tips, moving the hair follicles, stimulating the nerve endings. And then a little hair pulling. overlapping thumbs, tracing a line down the centre over parietals quite strongly, as far as I can go. And then duplicating that line with acupressure. Repeating to the edges near the frontal bone to the back and pushing with thumb pads. And then whole head massage with palms and heels of hands, circular fashion, round and clearing and around. And then very light touch, just smoothing the way. And some raindrops. Finishing with effleurages, smoothing from the décolleté, shoulders, up the neck, including a little time to the ears. Stretching the lobes, working around the equivalent of the spine, as in reflexology terms they are an upside down fetus with the head, the spine and the legs. And then back to the effleurages, smoothing a couple more times. taking 3 nice long breaths. Keeping your eyes closed and starting to feel the breath of continued deep breathing making its way down to the fingers and the toes. Being aware of a resonance, a vibration of energy in the fingertips and the toe tips. And then when you're ready, gently stretching every digit, widening palms and soles, maybe turning into wrists and ankles, and then maybe turning into shoulders, circling them one way and then the other. And then when you're ready, if you want to bring your arms up over your head, nice long body stretch. And open your eyes if you're ready to. You feeling okay?
Very relaxed. Thank
That's
you.
good. Okay. Okay, I feel humbled and privileged. Reiki is a beautiful healing technique. Taking 3 nice long breaths. A strong realization of surrendering. Amazing energy. I can see colours. Just placing a crystal to the ajna. And we heal most when we are in a somatic state. Manipura, anything you want in life, is contained here. I'm going to light some sage. Just gorgeous. I'm going to give you a guided Reiki. Would you like a covering over you?
Yeah.
Would you like a sarong?
Yeah.
It's been on the radiator. Okay. Have you had Reiki before?
No.
So, I feel humbled and privileged in that case because I love giving people a treatment that they've never had before. Very special. Reiki is a beautiful healing technique where I am simply a facilitator and I am going to be calling down that gorgeous duvet of love that surrounds the planet, and I'm channeling it down to you. So you're going to be like plugging into the electricity of healing that's always there. It's always there to be had if we want it. And you can do that for yourself. I will maybe be using some crystals, maybe even a sound chime. maybe some smudging, okay? But essentially, I will be very gently guiding you through a Reiki that is bespoke to you. So whatever your body needs here, now, today, this minute, is what you will be given.
Okay.
Okay? And you may see colours behind your closed eyelids. It's very special. You may feel movement around you or in you. So you might feel cools and heats. You might feel a prickling sensation or tapping, but I may not be doing that to you. You may feel like a heavy weight or like you are floating. If at any time you feel you're floating too much, then push the heels of your hands and your heels of your feet into the couch. Open your eyes if you need to, and take some deeper breaths. Come back into the room and realise you are a physical human being back here. Sometimes people feel that there are more hands on them than just the therapist. Maybe you've got a lovely other spirit looking after you. So, I'm going to sit down now and just gently take you through the start of the Reiki.
Okay.
Taking 3 nice long breaths. And settling into your body, settling into the physicality of this room, this beautiful 200-year-old Bothy. With its amazing energy. Relaxing into your mind, letting thoughts come and go, as if you are simply an observer, seeing the thoughts arrive and leave. And knowing that that is okay, that you will find yourself floating somewhere beautiful in your own space. A healing space. And bringing down the white light to touch the crown of the head. The white light has come instantly. And there is a strong feeling of relaxed contentment. strong realization of surrendering to the Reiki, letting what will be. Now tuning into mental and emotional auras, allowing not only physical but the next two layers of the aura be connected and soothed. Amazing energy. And connecting to your past, to your future, to your ancestors, and to your spirit, however far it reaches in this world. Beautiful white light to the crown, Sahasrara chakra. Beautiful clear quartz crystal for the crown. And coming to the third eye. Enjoying the connection with Ajna chakra. A beautiful purple light. It's feeling very tactile. There's a very strong resonance all around the ajna, the forehead, third eye, going strongly to the front, connecting with mentality, intelligence, clairvoyance, intuition. Amazing. I can see colours like a midnight sky, dark navy blue, filled with stars, thousands and thousands of pinpricks of light. I can feel the stars touching my hands. Amazing vibration. Settling the ajna. placing a crystal to the ajna. And tuning into the beautiful throat chakra. Opening the throat, allowing free expression, communication, breath, hearing, seeing, tasting, and smelling. 4 of the beautiful senses. It is smiling. There are blue waves, gorgeous blue sea. It feels like it's cleansing through the throat. And we heal most when we are in a somatic state, a state akin to sleep, or indeed sleep itself, like meditating. Placing a crystal at the throat. All is well. And coming to the heart. Beautiful heart opening. Anahata chakra. Radiant light, opening love, passion and healing with a green energy, enjoying a hug to the heart, a feeling of being wrapped up and looked after. And a green crystal placed to the heart. And coming down to the solar plexus, Manipura, relating to self-esteem, self-confidence, the city of jewels. Anything you want in life is contained here, ready for you whenever you're ready to claim it. Contentment and happiness, self-love, and a yellow light shines like fields of golden daffodils. Incredible. And a crystal to the solar plexus. All is well. And tuning into Svanistana, the sacral chakra, just in the lower abdomen region and the lower back. Connecting with a feeling of coming home, back to the inner child, the child you were, holding hands with yourself as a youngster. And it is good. You are there for them. You are friends. You're looking after them now. And the sacral chakra is about creativity, spontaneity, fun, laughter and giggles. Wonderful. Crystal to the sacral chakra. All is well. And coming to the root chakra. Needing some grounding, some rooting, needing to tap into the energy that you need, the powerhouse, the source of motivation, the root chakra, Muladhara, a beautiful red energy surrounding the hips, sitting on a red velvet cushion. Feeling the fire that is there, the red energy. Sending gratitude to this chakra, saying thank you, I am grateful for my body, for my life, for my mind, and for the choices I have in life. But most of all, I'm grateful for my root chakra supporting me, for all of my chakras on my journey through life, giving me this amazing vehicle to steer myself through life in, called my human body. Much gratitude. Placing crystal to the root chakra. And hands coming to the upper thigh and the knee. body because it knows already that all is well. To the lower leg and ankle. To the feet and soles, grounding, holding strongly to feel that contact through me down to the earth. Grateful to Mother Nature and our planet Earth for its support. And lower leg. I can feel the breath coming in and coming out. Every cell expanding and contracting in a gorgeous flowing manner. Beautiful. And the upper leg and the knee. And both hands. To the forearms. To the upper arms. I'm going to light some sage. just clear the aura. And open a window briefly to clear any negatives, impurities out of the window. Feeling beautiful, clear oxygen arrive, surround the body with a beautiful, positive energy. Hearing the water of the stream outside, clearing and cleansing. And coming back to the Muladhara chakra, tuning in to see how it's feeling. It's enjoying the crystal. It needs more time. Sometimes a little contact is required, just touching the outer hips. And there is instantly a relaxation of the energy in and around the root chakra. Beautiful settled energy. And coming to the sacral chakra. I can't help but smile here with the fun and creativity. It's feeling good. Tuning into this hormonal place as well, helping to settle the reproductive system and hormones, connection with the inner child. Very special. And coming to the solar plexus, Manipura. Hello, Manipura. Just gorgeous. Anahata. Amazing. So much love. A huge heart. And up to Vishuddhi, the throat chakra. The blue light. To Ajna. Mentality and intellect. That sense of just knowing. All of that, just knowing, feeling. And up to the crown, Sahasra. Hello, Sahasra. A white light. So big. And coming back to gently half close each of the chakras. Instilling some energy in each one. Just tuning in with the white light again before closing the connection with that white light. Heavenly. And protecting with a surrounding bubble over the top, sides and underneath, protecting everywhere. Keeping your eyes closed and simply being aware of how the body feels. Enjoying a sense of complete relaxation. Enjoying the feeling of heaviness on the couch. Enjoying the feeling of a smile, an inner smile behind your lips, inside your heart. And within the entire body. The smile pervades every organ, every cell. Imagining putting this feeling of how you feel, what you see behind your closed eyelids, what you can smell of the sage, what you can hear of my voice and the room, what you can taste in your mouth. Putting all of the senses and how you feel into a little bottle. A beautiful, ornate bottle. And imagining putting a gorgeous stopper onto the bottle, sealing the contents. And imagining carrying that bottle around with you all the time. It is available to use whenever you need it, whether it's inside, outside, abroad. Whether you need it physically, mentally, or spiritually. At any time, you can imagine taking out the bottle, undoing the stopper, and dousing yourself with this magical feeling of So still keeping the eyes closed and breathing more deeply. Taking longer breaths. And sending your breath again to palms and soles. And if you feel like it's stretching out, widening the palms, widening and stretching the soles, each finger and toe, maybe as if playing the piano. And then circling shoulders. And if you feel like it, bringing your arms up over your head for a whole body stretch. Coming back into the room, mentally, emotionally, physically, and opening your eyes if you feel like it.
I definitely drifted off at least twice. That was lovely. Very, very relaxed.
Good. We do a lot of healing when we're in that state.
It was like on the verge of sleep, but still aware of everything.
Perfect. Perfect. Somatic. August, I have really enjoyed treating you.
Thank you. I really enjoyed being here.
I'm like a little girl in a sweetie shop. I'm so delighted. So, thank you again, and I hope you feel good after these sessions.
Oh, very much so.
I'm just going to remove the crystals.
Yes, I can feel something there.